You are doing keto perfectly. Ketones look great. The scale does nothing. You eat a lean, protein-heavy meal, and you are hungry again an hour later. Then the cravings hit. Energy tanks mid-afternoon. Your labs look weird, and the advice online is to cut protein even more. That is the trap. If your keto feels like discipline, willpower, and constant damage control, something is off. And it is usually not the carbs. It is the way protein is being used in your plan. Moving to slide 2. What you actually want is fat loss without feeling punished. That means your hunger is predictable, your training does not fall apart, your sleep stays steady, and your mood is not glued to your next meal. Ketones can help, but only as a tool, not as the scoreboard. If you chase higher ketone numbers by pushing protein too low, you can end up with the worst combo. You lose satiety, you recover poorly, and you start snacking or overeating fat because it is the only lever you are allowed to pull. Fat is energy, but it is not automatically appetite control, especially when your meals are light on protein. If you use keto as an appetite and food quality framework, the goal is simple. Keep carbs low enough that they don't trigger constant cravings. Keep protein high enough that your body feels safe, recovered, and fed. Then let fat be adjustable so you can create a deficit without misery. That balance works because protein is doing more than one job. Moving to slide 3. Protein has 2 jobs that matter most here. First, it protects lean mass while you diet, so most of what you lose is fat. Second, it drives satiety, partly through gut fullness signals and hormones like peptide YY and GLP-1. On top of that, protein supports immune and tissue turnover and costs more energy to digest than carbs or fat. When protein is too low, keto stops feeling steady and starts feeling fragile. Moving to slide 4. People fear protein on keto for a few reasons, and most of them come from misunderstanding gluconeogenesis. Your body can make glucose from amino acids, but it is largely demand-driven. Eating protein does not automatically turn into sugar and kick you out of fat loss. The bigger issue is measurement. After a higher protein meal, your ketone reading can drop and your glucose can rise slightly. That does not mean you are storing fat. It often means you are using ketones and glucose more efficiently, and you got a small insulin response, which is normal. Protein stimulates insulin because insulin is part of moving amino acids into muscle and turning down muscle breakdown. Another trap is going too lean. If your meals are mostly chicken breast, egg whites, or very lean fish, you can feel wired, hungry, and unsatisfied, then end up grazing. Keto forums often oversimplify this into protein is the problem, when the real problem is usually protein without enough total energy, or protein without enough fat to keep meals satisfying. Once you see what protein is really doing, the trade-off gets clearer. Moving to slide 5. The real trade-off is this. Ketones are not body fat. They are a fuel your liver makes when insulin is low and carbs are low. High ketones can happen while you are overeating calories. Low ketones can happen while you are losing fat fast. Fat loss is driven by a sustained calorie deficit, with good adherence and enough protein to protect lean mass. Yes, protein can raise insulin slightly. That is not a villain move. Insulin is also anti-catabolic, and in the context of low carbs, that modest rise does not automatically block fat loss. What changes outcomes is the full context. Total calories, how low your carbs are, your activity, and whether protein is keeping you full enough to stick to the plan. If you cut protein to keep ketones high, you might win the number and lose the diet. If you set protein appropriately and let ketones be a tool, you usually get the result you wanted in the first place, and the early warning signs of too little protein become obvious. Moving to slide 6. Too little protein has a specific look. Your workouts feel busy, but strength stalls because you are not giving your body enough building material to adapt. Hair and nails can get brittle or thin out over time, especially if you are also dieting hard. Hunger never shuts off because protein is a major driver of satiety, so you keep grazing even when carbs are low. Sleep can get lighter, and you may wake up earlier, wired and hungry. And if you notice you are colder than everyone else, it can be a sign you are under-eating overall, with protein often being the missing anchor. On keto, protein is not the enemy. It is the foundation that makes the rest of the plan work. Moving to slide 7. Too much protein has its own tells, especially on keto. You might feel like the early keto flu came back, not because carbs went up, but because fat got pushed down and you are running on a fuel mix that does not feel steady. Thirst and dry mouth can increase, since higher protein raises urea production, and you may need more water and electrolytes. Constipation often gets worse when protein climbs and fat and fiber drop. If you track ketones, you may see them consistently lower, because more protein can be converted to glucose on demand, and because you are not eating enough fat to keep ketone production high. The giveaway is simple. Your protein keeps rising, and your fat intake accidentally gets too low to feel good. Moving to slide 8. Set your protein range around your goal weight, not your current weight if you have a lot to lose. Train harder, eat toward the top of your range. If you are older or dieting aggressively, you usually need more to preserve lean mass. Start moderate and consistent for 2 weeks. Then tune based on strength, hunger, and recovery. A good range feels boring and stable, which is exactly what you want. Moving to slide 9. Once your daily total is reasonable, timing starts to matter more. Most people do better hitting a meaningful protein dose per meal instead of sprinkling tiny amounts all day. If you are dieting, front-loading protein earlier can reduce evening cravings and make it easier to stay on plan. After training, a solid protein meal supports recovery, and it does not have to be immediate, just within a few hours. In the evening, protein can help with bedtime hunger, but keep the meal comfortable so digestion does not disturb sleep. Watch snacking. Keto snacks often add protein without you noticing, and that quietly pushes your daily total up while crowding out fat, which can change how you feel. Moving to slide 10. On keto, quality matters, because protein is doing more than just hitting a number. Prioritize whole food proteins like meat, eggs, dairy if you tolerate it, and especially seafood for iodine and omega-3s. Mix sources across the week instead of living on one lean option. Do not fear fattier cuts. They make it easier to keep energy stable and prevent the too much protein, too little fat trap. Be cautious with ultra-processed shakes and bars. They can be convenient, but they are easy to overuse and often come with sweeteners that keep cravings alive. If you add collagen for joints or skin, pair it with complete proteins, since collagen is not complete on its own. Build your keto around real food, and the numbers get easier. Moving to slide 11. Here is the hidden stall mechanism on keto. Protein can make food more rewarding, so what started as clean, simple meals turns into cheese on everything, nuts by the handful, and just a little sauce that quietly adds calories. Portions drift up because keto meals feel safe, and fat is easy to pour. Then the scale adds confusion. You might be losing fat while gaining or holding muscle, or you might be retaining water after harder training and extra salt. Either way, the scale can look stuck, while your intake is creeping higher than you think. Stalls are rarely magic. They are usually math plus appetite plus habits. If you want clarity, you need one short stretch of honest data you can trust. Moving to slide 12. Do a simple 7-day self-test. Track everything you eat and drink, honestly, including oils, sauces, cheese, and nuts. Each day, write down hunger, cravings, and sleep. Keep carbs consistent. Then change only one variable for the week, like trimming added fats or tightening portions. At the end, recheck waist and strength, not just scale weight. Moving to slide 13. To build your keto plate, anchor the meal with protein first. Pick a target portion you can repeat and keep it steady across the week. Then add fat for satisfaction, not as a requirement. Use it to make the meal enjoyable and to stay full, but measure it, especially oils, butter, cheese, and nuts. Add fiber from low-carb vegetables to help digestion and to make the meal feel larger without blowing up calories. Keep salt and water consistent so day-to-day weight swings do not mess with your head. And make it repeatable. Boring wins because it removes decision fatigue and makes your results readable. When your meals are consistent, your body's feedback gets loud and clear. Moving to slide 14. Final reality check. Ketones are one metric, not a trophy, and you can lose fat with lower or higher readings. Protect your future with strength training and enough protein. Make adjustments slowly, weekly, not daily, so water shifts do not trick you. If you suspect thyroid issues, diabetes meds, or any eating disorder pattern, bring a clinician into the loop. Subscribe for more evidence-based keto guidance. Comment your current target, fat loss, maintenance, or performance. This content is educational and not medical advice. Insulin drives the system. Understand it.